brother,
Okay, we're live.
Okay, we're live.
And I hear echo.
No more echo.
Okay,
I guess we're live. You brought us directly into the stream.
Yep.
Haven't even adjusted cameras.
Yeah, we will
Who
do it
knows?
as part of the show. Let's
Who
see.
knows how I even look like?
Where is guest one? Guest one.
You might not guess one.
Yep.
Worries.
There we go.
New
Let me
member,
censor you.
Cashmere. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna put it right in the middle. That's what she
Mhm.
said.
Right.
Right there.
Yep.
Okay. And where's Kashmir? Is
No
that here
idea.
yet? No, he's not here yet. Let's see. Okay. This looks good. Are you gonna share your screen?
Yeah, I could share my screen.
Okay.
Let me join the screen sharing link. How's everybody's day going on? Happy 4th of July for anybody in the States.
Let me update your name in the meantime. Let's see. So this is
Run Me Daily. Rumen, the sugar daddy.
Let's see.
Brother.
So you are this one, I think. Let's see if this is your name. Shows up there. Yeah, it's that one. Let me change the logo.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2, 3. And then we have Cashmere. Oh, what logo should we put a Cashmere? Cashmere. What is his description?
He likes Emacs.
Yeah. Emacs. Uses. And let's see if we put a different logo for him. I'm just gonna put the kitty logo. I don't have an Emacs logo.
No Emacs logo, I see.
Okay, so the names look good there. Oh, I want to test TTS, Roman. Okay, so are you on your account right now?
Mm-hmm.
I hear echo.
Probably. Hold on.
The headphones.
Always the headphones.
Let's see. Yeah, video is okay, but audio has echo. Someone said in chat. I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, it's my headphones. They have an open back, and so when they're a little louder, they bleed.
Okay, I don't hear it
I turned
anymore.
down.
It's good. Do you still hear echo? Who said that? Usa or someone? No more echo. Okay. Let's see.
Echo.
Did you hear?
Echo.
Did you hear
Yeah.
the TTS on your side?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. When you talk is when we hear the echo. Can you talk, Rumen? I'm gonna talk and you're gonna talk at the same time. Let's see. Let's give it a
I'm
try.
talking.
Can you say
Testing.
something?
Testing.
Test.
Testing. No, testing.
Audio?
Testing.
Echo? No? Okay. I heard it for a little while, but I don't hear it now. Let's see. Give me a minute. And members, disable this. Copy. Okay, I think we lost Rumen. Hey, on Rawines. It's barely there. Hey, Ted Fridas. We have Ted in chat as well. Okay, let's see. What happened to Roman? Can someone...
Roman's here. What are you
Further?
talking about?
Rumen, can you send a TTS message? We're gonna fix your screen right now.
That's okay.
Cashmere. Now, Rumen, can you send a TTS message as you just want to test it?
There you go.
Let's see if you can hear it.
Hello.
Did you... I think chat heard it.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it, but I think chat
No.
did hear it. Can someone else in chat confirm if they heard the message? I heard it. Yep. Damn it. Send another one, and I'm just gonna see.
Technical difficulties.
Okay. other people can hear that as well?
Yeah, but I cannot.
Okay, you
Are
cannot.
you
yeah,
serious with what I have put there?
Wusa,
Curious to clarify.
Plus, I
Wusa, did
cannot
you hear
hear
those?
Cashmere either.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah,
he's just not talking.
that's expected. You guys shouldn't hear it right now, but I just want to
Yeah,
see if chat.
But we don't hear each other. Is that expected too?
Oh, you don't hear Kashmir?
Nope.
Let's see.
You always figure these quirks out on my streams.
Hello?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. My
goes
mic
it?
was unplugged. Hi, man. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
You
Thank
use
you.
another TTS to test?
1 second.
Oh.
So no one heard that, I think.
Nope.
Okay, that's good.
That's good, he says.
Let me enable it again. Here. Copy. Okay, now TTS should work. I'm going to fix your camera. Kashmir.
Yes.
Anita Max Code. Test. Does it work?
You won't hear TTS right now, Roman. Okay.
Run me daily.
Now
Or
we can hear
does it not? Maybe not.
Now you can hear it?
No.
And I also normally can see the conversation when I open the video link. Now I just see the OBS screen.
Okay, hold on.
Just giving you a heads up. I thought you had all these adjusted last time.
Okay, there's your camera, Kashmir.
He was bluffing.
Sure.
There we go. You guys can see
Perfect.
the stream
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see the cameras. Let's see, hold on. So we have this one. Let's see. Roman, you're not sharing screen. We have Kashmir
am.
screen there.
I am
Yeah.
sharing. I just started sharing.
Okay. Now we have Roman screen. Kashmir screen. And let's just center the names. There we go. All right, so what's up, guys? How's it going?
You tell us.
I'm going to announce some disclaimers. I'm not a native. I'm not an English native speaker, so excuse me if I stutter or if I have some brain lags.
Don't worry, neither we are. None of
Yeah.
us are native, so it's okay.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
The second one is that I'm a bit sick, so yeah, excuse
That's
me for
okay.
that.
Yeah, no worries, man. Let me increase your
Yeah.
gain a little bit so we're leveled in the audio.
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
So
Thanks for
Nice.
joining us today,
yeah,
despite how you
Sure,
feel.
sure.
what time is it where you at, Kashmir?
It's
11?
10 p.m. right now.
Then, yeah.
Hmm.
Display. We can also display the time here in Emacs. Wait, was yeah. Now you can see it. Oh, I thought I was still sharing my screen. All good.
Okay. Yep. So this is the first time that we have a second guest. Kashmir joined as an executive producer, right? Rumen has been the only one that has been here for what, for a long time, like for a year, I think now, right? Over a
About
year.
a year, yep.
Yep. The CEO membership.
Finally.
So we have Cashmere for the first time. For other people that didn't watch the video, I released a clip in which Cashmere talks about Emacs, share his setup. So I don't know. We're gonna talk about whatever about what you guys want to talk about today. Okay, we can react to a video or whatever. So where should we start? Emacs or what?
As you want. Otherwise, if nobody has any plan, I already prepared a repo for the for today's stream, where I wanted to talk about various topics about Emacs which are not that common, like Denote, like they are common but not very very often, like not many people talk about it very often, especially on YouTube, and that's why I wanted to take the chance and show the people here a bit more about the cool and funny things which I like about Emacs and why I use it as my extensible Emacs Lisp environment.
Okay, let's do it. Those are the topics that you shared in Discord, right? Some of the ones that I see here, correct?
Yeah, but if I can share my screen right now.
Yeah, yep. Let me share.
If
Let me
it's
switch
fine
your
for
screen.
him.
You
Sure.
are this one, right?
Yeah, I will zoom out a little bit. I have all these topics here. This is basically an org file, or a readme.org, as you can see here. I prepared also a little Git repo, so we can show off a little bit more how Maggot actually works, instead about just talking how great it is. Let's see it in action.
Yep.
I also prepared some examples which are, in my opinion, very unique to org mode, which is org bubble. Then we have also org export. What do we have? Then I have also prepared a very neat way to do literal programming with current tool integration, which is LSP support, which I will talk about later. What do we have also? I wanted to talk a little bit about org agenda, not too much. Then about various utilities which I use on the daily, like mu4e. This is the most common Emacs email client, doc view, and PDF. I think it's called PDF Nota.
Someone in chat is saying that we have to pay you because that's real job. So donate, okay? Send $100 and I'm gonna give him $10. Okay, because we're generous
Thank
here.
you. I wanted to talk also about Ghost.
Run me daily. Bro is taking advantage of the membership. Anyone can do the same.
That is
That's
correct.
Join for $25 per month.
That is actually correct, yep. Do you want to watch the video? I'm curious about the video that you sent, Cashmere, because I'm like, okay, why does this guy use Emacs inside Kitty? Or are you going to talk about that as well?
Inside iTerm. I didn't want to talk a little really about it because, to be honest, I don't know either why I use it inside terminal. I don't know. Like if I had to explain this this answer, it would be I like to change my environments. Like sometimes I use for some months like a terminal Emacs, and sometimes I very often just go with GUI Emacs. Both work for me very fine, and my personal configuration does work for yeah, both environments
Mm,
almost exactly the same. So yeah, why not start with the video which I had sent you?
Okay.
You may share your screen. I think it's better.
Yep, because we have the audio there. Let me just get the video. Hold on. Where is this thing? Here it is. Just gonna copy this here. And you cannot hear it. I'm just going to fix the audio. Hold on. Oh, the volume is a little bit low on that video, I think.
It's my first video back in a long.
You can hear it really low, right? Let me bring it up a little bit.
Like for me, it's good.
It's
The
good?
volume.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on the left, some slides on the right. Let me know what you think of the.
You hear it there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play it. It's short, 5 minutes. It's good. Gonna play it at 1.5.
Format if it's still engaging, but today I'll be giving you my thoughts on using Emacs in the terminal. Now this is a contentious topic. If you do a little online research, what you'll likely find, people telling you that you should avoid using Emacs in the terminal. Just use the GUI, tramp mode is awesome, and so on. And I'm here to tell you today that they are wrong, and you should give terminal Emacs a try. Yes, we do miss out on some benefits that come with having the GUI. Now the main loss, we lose anything that's not text. Now that includes viewing PDFs, anything using Xwidget support, or images in org mode. If you don't use these heavily, which a lot of people do not, then you will be fine. The second thing we lose, key bindings can also be more challenging in the terminal. Terminal emulators tend to swallow certain key bindings. So for example, on my Mac, I can't really use the command key in terminal Emacs because my terminal emulator, uses it for some of its commands. I started using Emacs in the terminal for 3 main reasons. And the primary reason is the integration with the rest of my workflow. Being able to stay inside my terminal emulator is a beautiful thing. Now, yes, I have experimented with many Emacs termulators, eShell, vterm, ANSI-term. None of them have been able to replace something like iTerm for me. So with terminal Emacs inside one tab here in iTerm, along with a bunch of other tabs, I can open 1, I can open 2, I can open 3. iTerm knows how to handle itself, right? This is a program that is built for the explicit purpose of opening new terminal emulators. I can navigate like never before, and I can feel like I'm at home on my system. Another reason is for remote editing. Emacs does include a remote file editing package called Tramp, but as great as it is, it rarely works perfectly for me. And this is a common issue. You read about it online. Editing a few files on a remote machine, usually not a problem. But when you have a large project, especially if you have projects with LSP, right, language server protocol, you're going to run into problems. Now, a related nicety that comes with terminal Emacs, and this actually turns out to be a huge
He talks fast. Let me put it in 1.25.
point, once you start to realize it, is the simplicity, okay? I've been leaning more into simplicity lately, and using Emacs in the terminal forces you to evaluate what is really important. Now check out my mode line, for example. Look down here. It's a character tall, there's no logos, there's no icons, there's no graphics, there's no moving parts, right? It's far from something crazy, but that expands to the rest of using Emacs in the terminal. It forces us to evaluate what our tools are really good for, right? Using Emacs in the terminal makes me reevaluate that. Yes, it's fun to obsess over our tools, and that's why we're here, but there needs to be a limit. What are some of the steps you can take to get started with terminal Emacs? Use terminal Emacs as motivation to evaluate what's really important, what your configuration means to you, and what's still slowing you down and making your life more complicated. So the first step is to choose a good terminal emulator. I'm on a Mac. iTerm 2 is just a classic. Everyone has it. If you want to try something new, something hip, you can look up
We use Kitty.
Kitty, yep. Yep.
OSTTY. It's on Mac, it's on Linux. It's a hip new thing. A lot of people really like it. Then boot up into Emacs with the -NW flag to start without a GUI. So you can go into your terminal, you can do Emacs -NW for no window, make a fresh init.el, and slowly start transferring over what works and dropping what doesn't. Transfer with care. Do not mindlessly copy and paste your entire init.el because you will realize you do not need all of that. If you really want to start cool, you can use this great Emacs flag. Not everyone knows about this. --init-directory, and you can create or point to a new directory. You could even call it, like I call mine, .emacs.terminal. All right, call it that, and everything that you create, your new init.el, get loaded from that directory.
We have your boyfriend in chat, Cashmere. You see the last comment right there? Your Brokeback Mountain boyfriend.
Can Emacs run external shell in Emacs GUI?
No, the other one.
Oh my God, Josh! Josh, man, hey, I love Josh. Josh is really nice guy, and come join the IRC, the Technical Renaissance. on
I'm actually interested in joining the
chat.
IRC.
I tried,
got
but
it.
I
have
couldn't.
to. You have to. Yeah, because you are Discord furry.
No,
No, not
I
you,
wanna,
not you.
I wanna
Link.
ditch Discord, but it's the only way to communicate with this guy. Plus, I pay him
I
money.
can show you later a way how to enjoy the IRC and still communicate with people on Discord on NixOS.
NixOS.
Daily. How to join the IRC.
You will be surprised by how little you need inside the terminal. Accepting the bounds of the terminal might feel limiting at first, right? There's one font, there's a set color theme.
So there's a lot of love relationships going on and people cheating on each other in this community and all the communities. So I don't know.
Man,
So
you
it's-
started with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was nervous. I was nervous, and then you made me like a gong.
What? But oh man.
Just joking.
No pictures, but I think you'll quickly appreciate what it can do for us. My Emacs configuration, which I detailed about 2 years ago in a 30+ minute long video, clocked in at just over 2,000 lines. Now I'm daily driving a config that's just over 150 lines, excluding white space and comments. And you know what? I'm just as productive. I get just as much, if not more, work done. But at this point, I'm getting into the topic of my next video, which is going to be declaring Emacs bankruptcy and my new Emacs philosophy. Now, I haven't posted a video to the channel in about 2 years, and I thought my new setup would be a good way to get back into it. As always, let me know if there are any topics you're interested in me covering. I'll try to make a video. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I try to reply to all of them.
Okay, so where are we at right now? What are you on right now, Rumen? Like, what is your stage with Emacs at the moment? Like, what are you on? Are you on the terminal, GUI, what?
I downloaded Doom because it was recommended for anybody transitioning from
Neovim, yep.
Right? But then lately you've been on this like stream, you know, you do these streams where you literally just watch Prod and Sasha and mastering Emacs, and everybody talks about just learn Emacs way. And so I do want to learn the right way. There is great friction, but also with the friction you learn more. And
but we don't know. We don't know what the Lord is gonna say tomorrow. We don't know yet. Maybe he says go with Doom. You know.
Yeah. It seems like almost everyone that has come from Neovim at some point, or Vim in general, has gone through Doom. Some have stayed in Doom. Some, like Joshua, have actually moved away. And I did try Joshua's Meow setup, but yeah, I'm too green into this area. But I do want to buy the book Mastering Emacs and just learn the Emacs way, the philosophy behind it. So I'm going back and forth. I actually have I have a config that I run Doom Emacs, and I have a config that I've started building my own. Both of them are big friction to me because even right now I haven't used it in about a week. And I jumped into it and I forgot what the keybind is to open the file.
Yep, me too.
So
can I say my opinion to if you should learn Emacs the Emacs way or not?
Yep,
please.
Man, I don't. I never learned Emacs the Emacs way. I started out with Doom. I hacked my way 9 months until I got annoyed of my Doom configuration, and then I switched to a Neovim Emacs Kickstarter configuration, which is still not the Emacs way. I have the evil mode all over my configuration. People used to say it's bloated. I don't know. I still can manage my way through Emacs, in my opinion, pretty well, or at least to a point where I don't have any friction. So maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but Doom Emacs is probably the best Neovim distribution you could ever find. Yeah, I would even go that far.
That's a hot take. We have Sasha in
Yeah.
chat. You guys know who
Oh, wow.
Sasha is?
Oh,
I
my
love
gosh.
Sasha. I love Sasha. She sometimes posts my my blog posts. So hi,
Oh.
Sasha.
Yeah,
Oh.
amazing.
You've got an amazing stream going on. I feel kind of honored that we have so many stars in today's chat and in stream in general.
Yeah. Yep. Heavy hitters. Yeah, we have Joshua Blaze as well. He's just making sure Cashmere doesn't get sentimentally involved with other men in this stream, because you know he's watching his girl. Okay, now Cashmere. Now that we watched the video on why that guy talks about, what does Sasha think about using Emacs in Kitty? Sasha, what do you think? What do you can? this kid uses Emacs in the terminal because he says that eShell is bonkers. That's how he said it. So
I didn't state that. That's wrong.
oh, I'm just playing. I'm playing. But yeah, there's different ways to do everything. But let's continue. Show us around on the topics that you wanted to cover, because okay, yeah, you guys talk about a lot of different things, and I saw some names in there, and I think that's gonna help me understand, because a lot of people talk about vertical and orderless, and what else did they say? It's weird names, right? But I think I saw some there. And I want to know what Denote is, you know, what prods package. We're going to see prods package tomorrow, if you know what I mean.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Hey, this is a family-friendly stream. So I'm going to switch to your screen. All right.
Don't talk about packages then.
Oh, man. Everyone's figuring out what works for them, says Sasha. Yep.
That's also my point. And that's what I have been learning through my whole Emacs journey, through various blogs, that every way to interact with Emacs is fine, as long as you can get your things done and have fun with it and interact with the community.
Yep.
Okay, so let's start with Denote. Denote itself is it's very hard to explain.
Daily.
Let's
Love
see.
for Sacha, Prot, and Joshua.
Let's see what Prot is talking or writing about Denote, what Denote itself is. I think.
Now, just a question that I have for you, Kashmir. How do we know what application you're on when we look at your screen? Do you have like an identifier that tells us if this is Kitty, if this is Emacs, or what this is?
This is currently Kitty. I think you can see it here.
The tab, okay. But you don't have like the icon or the name or something that tells us? We will assume that it's Kitty all the time, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, I will say it. I think we could differentiate it with like
Bye,
Kitty
Sasha.
has here some opacity. Bye, Sasha.
Okay.
And this is the Emacs GUI. It doesn't have any opacity, and I think this could be a way to differentiate between.
So the Emacs GUI doesn't have opacity, right? The Emacs GUI is on the left, solid color. Okay, got it.
And this one is Kitty.
You should have an icon or something, bro.
I can set it up later. That's another problem.
Okay.
All right. So Denote itself is a note-taking package, meta package. It's basically a way to take notes in a very how should I explain it? Let's just create a new note with Denote. I would usually just press paste the N, and then I can type here a new title. Let's say I don't know, Kitty terminal, and then I can here specify some keywords which could be relevant for later. I would personally not like to take, let's say, terminal, and I don't know, let's say Emacs. All right,
Okay.
and that's
And the
it.
front matter is already added by the Denote package, right?
Right.
Okay.
As we can see it here. Wait, I have to save it from at first. Yeah. And the very unique way how Denote structures its files is it has automatically this file tagging scheme, which consists of the time,
Date and
at
time.
first. Yeah, date and time, right? And then you have here as a second I don't know what to call it, the title basically, and then you have basically the tags, the file tags, as
Sorry.
the third row.
Sorry, Kashmir.
Yeah.
Can you make your screen a little bit smaller, or your window manager is going to
Sure,
resize
sure.
it? No. I mean, if you can drag like the corner where, because we cannot see the last part of the screen. I don't know if I make sense.
Wait.
It's because of our camera feed.
Yeah, because our
feeds on the
cameras
right.
cover that area.
Okay.
So can you like,
yeah,
or
Just
I
open
gotcha.
just open a second window and keep working on the left one.
Yeah,
if you want.
that is a good idea.
I think like this.
Look at him using the mouse to drag windows around.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to, man. Sometimes you have to.
I'm just yeah.
Okay.
No worries. I just know you're running NixOS and the challenges you have with it. I had it too.
Yeah. If he wants to change his font, he has to say a prayer and change like 1,000 files and rebuild and restart the computer, right?
Wait about 15 minutes and maybe after that, yeah.
The joy of Nix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. Can we
5 minutes later we're still shifting windows around.
Okay.
I
No
think
worries, I'm just giving you a hard
better.
time. Yeah, I'm just giving you a hard time. No.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. This is perfect. Great.
All right.
That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah, and at the third identifier you have then the file tags, and prod gives you also optionally the file type itself as an identifier, which we will see on later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And basically that's it. You do then also have here some file tags and some identifiers and titles, etc., which you can then use. And as far as I know, Denote Markdown, you can also use this files or Denote not only for org mode, also for Markdown and text files. I even identify with that like my personal wallpapers, which I can show, for example, here. I don't know if you can see it a bit, but I have it like with this file tagging, and I think personally it's very convenient. Yeah, one advantage about Denote, which does not come with org Rome. This is, I wouldn't say a competitor, but also a very similar way how people in Emacs used to do note taking. Org Rome itself requires a database, which can be a bit annoying when you sync your org Rome or your nodes between different devices, and Denote doesn't use that. It just works plainly with grep and ripgrep and find commands, and of course with Emacs itself, which we can show a little bit later.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Now, I just have a question.
Yeah,
you
sure.
talk about Denote. So Denote is something that Prot has made as a sort of like a additional organization layer for your notes. Is that how we understand it? And then org-roam, from what I get, is a sort of a database that is needed for org to do better job at keeping your notes linked.
I haven't used org-roam for quite a long time, but as far as I know, it's based on Roam research, and it has a very own and unique way how it indexes new files, handles those files. As I said, it requires this SQLite database, and
Oh, so it's a
comes with-
SQLite database then for org-roam.
yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Mm.
And
do you use both?
Denote,
Like
yeah.
if you use
no.
Denote, you don't use org-roam, right?
Yeah, right. I personally switch from org-roam to Denote, which I will show later, like the advantages to org-roam itself. One of the things would be that you can parse very easily the front matter, and you can identify the like the file type and the content of its file type. That's what's almost Denote made for, while in org-roam you rely very heavily on its SQLite database, and that makes it a bit harder to export and to integrate with third-party packages, maybe outside of Emacs. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my personal reason why I like it. I hope it's
it makes perfect sense.
It's okay, perfect.
Because we hear the terms kind of thrown around, and as kind of complete noobs in this area, I kind of want to like put sort of like a little bit of meat on the plate, if we can use that term, for people that hear the term but don't really know or associate to what are the differences and so forth. And it's great that you have a very well put together demo so far, and I hope that we actually can finish it by the end of the stream, because me and Link tend to kind of chase forbidden paths down the road,
ramble around. Yep.
But
Denote,
it's part of the hangout session for the stream, and I strongly encourage other people to try to take advantage of what linkarzu is offering in his YouTube channel.
Pay to win, baby. It's all about the money. You're like a whore.
it's in a way you're exposing people that possibly have never thought about putting themselves out in front of other people on YouTube specifically, and YouTube is a great platform. I mean, I look at it as like, it's on live, people can see it, but also it's you make it accessible like a hangout session, right? We're just almost like in a Discord room, and we're just having a chat. And the fact that we can watch the recording and actually gain something from it later in time, even amazing.
And you get visibility. Let's say that you want to start your YouTube channel. I'm not going to be like here, like, no, brother, don't talk about your YouTube channel because it's just me. No, that's not. No, it's like the opposite. If you have a YouTube channel, create it, show it, share it. You can talk about it here. People will follow you, at least 10 people, 20 people that watch us sometime. But yeah.
10, 20 people is more than 0 people.
Yes. And if anything, it you learn a lot. You learn a lot about the process. You learn a lot about things that, like, let's say if he shows something today that I didn't know about, but maybe it was the missing piece to my workflow that I've been searching for the last 2-3 years. This will be a great add-on.
Yep.
So carry on. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. And that's basically how do you create a Denote file, and then you can just write on that's let's say that's a note about key terminal, and then I just save it and I'm good to go.
And what's the difference between like Denote and a regular org file? Like, why would you, or you're going into that right now? Like, you're gonna demo, like Denote features. Okay, got it.
No, you can ask a question.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you just use org, right? An org file without Denote and just move on, right? Like what does it give you? What extras does it give you?
It gives you this a feature-rich front matter, which I very often use. One example would be I love to sort my files on the last modified.
Mm-hmm.
I press here sort by, and then I can press, of course, here modification. Sure, like I can see the last modifier, like it would be, I don't know, here around, or I could show it for me in the file explorer. But it's just convenient to have it here, like really nice and really well structured. The other part would be you can take this front matter, or like take this file naming scheme. I hope I won't leak anything. Wait 1 second.
Yeah, yep.
Let's go to my wallpaper, and as you can see here,
Be careful here. Pictures.
Yeah,
Pictures.
the furry.
no,
Like
Keep it family friendly.
no, I'm just
furry
showing,
and furry pics. Yep.
I'm just showing off the file naming, like the Denote file structure. As you can see, I can also apply it to various files, such as PDF, such as images, such as normal markdown files or text files. And one nice thing with that is I also have another package, let's say. It's called Denote menu, which I can open here, and then it's a very lightweight I would say interface, where you can just query for, I don't know, let's say journal. Then you can see here the journal, or you can query for org. Of course, nothing would happen yet now here, because we only have org files right now. But it's very versatile. You can just utilize the power of text files and the power of metadata in such unique ways. I think when Prot will come into the stream, he can show much more ways how you can utilize his package.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is great, because you're actually showing your use case of somebody's implementation or somebody's invention. So, and that has a bigger weight. For instance, Linkarzu's personal note-taking system implemented in 1 or 2 other computers is one thing. Prot's Denote package being used by hundreds, thousands of people in their own different flavor and way. It's a bigger scale, and showing us actually helps us understand where can it actually fill in the gaps. Like I said, if I'm missing something in my workflow, I can see, oh, so he went from this screen to the other screen, he added this file. Now you're using the structure from Denote to actually organize your other files. So it doesn't stop just at your org files or your markdown files. It's, you can implement it in your entire system. Now, my question is, does it help you find your files across the system, and specifically when you're using Emacs?
Yeah, a lot. Like I have this org folder. I basically put anything there which could be useful in future, or I don't know if it's a little bit important, also a little bit private. I just encrypt it with GPG, and I'm good to go. And usually what I would do is, as I showed it here, I just opened this Denote menu. I would query like for some keywords usually, or the title. I would, I don't know, maybe query terminal, and then I see all the files here. And if that's not enough, I still have, which you also have in Doom Emacs, with space / rip grep, and then I can type here anything I want. I have here Terry Davis, and then I do have here all my files which are not only queried by the metadata itself, but also the text which is contained in that files. And
Now
yeah.
the file tags and everything, that's something you add, right? When you create the file.
Yeah.
Can you show us an example of how you create one such file that you just throw in?
What I usually do is when I start to just, let's say, capture, let's say, okay, I found a very new thing which I might want to check out later. I just make a new file, I specify the title. Let's say I discovered Ghosty, the second terminal.
Now hold on.
This,
I see that. Does it give you an example of other titles you've used in the past? Is that what it was actually showing?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we can, for example, go in my garden, which is basically my wiki, which I'm currently working on, and yeah.
No, back to the how you create your sort of like your intake for your thoughts, because again, I'm looking for minimizing the friction that it takes right now for me to capture any data. And I think I found it with Emacs, but obviously I need to become a little more proficient. Doom allows me at least not to think about when I want to capture something, but I want to see how Denote and org can help me find that information later. How can it, be created into a task and, to-do list and so forth. That sort of thing. But I want to see your method of how you capture a random thought. Like you said, hey, you were just browsing internet, looking at some videos, probably by Joshua Blaze or Sasha or Linkarzu, right? And they mentioned something interesting, and you're like, oh, I want to follow up on that. I don't really have time right now. I still want to enjoy the video, but I want to follow up on this one thing that was just thrown in the mix somewhere there. And how do you capture that?
What do you do? Yeah. Do you have to think a lot? Like, do you have to think for, what am I going to name this file? I'm going to name it linkarzu. And what tags am I going to use? I'm going to use these tags. Or how do you capture something quick?
And when I find the time, that's all. And when I find the time, someday, maybe tomorrow, maybe 3 days later, I filter, like I would open this. I would then, I open the Denote menu, and then I filter for my fleet keywords, and then I do have all, like I can then go over all my fleet tags, and then I start to filter them out. Okay, this stream or this link wasn't that nice. Then I just go into my file browser, I delete it, and I'm good to go. I don't like I was also in the same
place position.
Place position where I tried to recreate like how other people work, and to be honest, I'm such a guy. I am very I don't have any schedule in my life currently.
Okay.
For a very long time, yeah. And sometimes I do find the time to, like, I don't know, structure my notes for 5 hours, let's say. And sometimes 3 weeks went by and I didn't have touched them a single time. But as I took away this pressure from me that I have to do every Sunday my fleet notes and go over them. It helped me. Yeah, it helped me very much to to be much more organized. I can, if you want, also show you my wiki. It's not really a wiki. It's basically just a collection of random things which I sometimes just captured, and I don't know, let's say we just open the last one. As you can see, I didn't even really went over the note very much, but I really find that note especially useful, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to add it to my wiki. I'm going to publish it here and there. I'm going to adjust maybe some words, or this is wrong. This is what I'm going to adjust. I'm publish it, and then I'm done. That's my secret how I structure notes. It's not really a note structure. It's just taking friction away from me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I recall watching a video by Prat in which he talked about that when you're just grabbing these ideas, you just want to sort of download them from your brain and offload them into your computer by typing, or on paper by writing. The idea is that you don't necessarily have to think about the friction. You don't have to think about the structure. You just need to capture the moment in which your brain is just full of ideas and just literally either type or write. And then you can circle back to it and, maybe organize it, maybe don't. I have found that the most frictionless way for me is just I genuinely know what I want to find, because I remember context about, let's say, oh yeah, it was a Sunday or a Saturday, roughly. So dates are important. I can remember, let's say, a month. Maybe I dealt with a certain issue during that month for a particular reason, or maybe I was in a particular location. And so if I could use the keywords to find my information based on these sort of perimeters, which of course you can implement in Emacs to, capture a location, maybe if you're moving around, like I am often, then it's easy for you to just search them. And that works really great for me. I don't know that I would use an organization system per se, but sort of dumping everything in a org folder or garden or whatever you want to call it. I like the words you used. Yeah.
As already Josh is stating in the comments, it's basically just rip grab. The magic behind not only for us humans, how to find things quickly, like I don't know, .org or Terry or something, even large language models like Claude and Codex. When you take the core features of these open Claude and Claude Code, it's basically read, write, and grab.
Yeah.
And really. And that's
Build
that's
your
the
own
power
compiler.
of
Joshua says, build your own compiler. How many Terry Davis? How many Terry Davises are gonna come out of this audience? I assume many, many. Yeah.
I like no joke. Terry Davis is for me personally a very big inspiration in many ways, and I really value this human, because I don't know how to explain it, but for me personally, computer science is more than just a hobby or a job. It's something which I like truly enjoy from my heart. And he was also such a guy, like I just love his approach to the things. Like, for example, this is one of my favorite quotes by him. Jesus said, "I will rebuild this temple in 3 days. I could make a compiler in 3 days." Like, at first it's very funny when you think about that, but imagine, like, we have all these resources with open source and Git and whatnot, even large language models. Why couldn't we be the people who, I don't know, made this or that? That's basically my inspiration. But yeah, a little bit off topic, I would say. Let's
continue with your demo. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Did you finish with Denote already?
Almost. I just want now to show some things. There's also a second package which is Denote.org.
But before we continue, Cashmere, okay.
Mm.
How do you capture something quickly? Look, okay, so I do this very often, like, right? I just type a single key and I'm here and I'm like, oh, I have to do this, and I write it down, right? Then I move to a different application or different session, whatever, and I'm like, I need to do something else. Just a key press away and I can capture it really quickly. Like, do you have like a method? Because if I create the note, I will forget about what I needed to capture, and I'm gonna be like, what was it that I needed to capture? Like, do you have a way, or you always create a file in your personal workflow?
I tried many ways. For example, I have here org capture, which is a very it's very powerful. You can here create a task. Let's say, I don't know, task X.
Yeah.
And then you can here give it a weight, and
yeah, it's bullshit. You never follow up, right?
Yeah, I just like, I tried it many times. What I can say is, I don't want to show it here. I have a clipboard manager with I don't know, I think 1,000 entries, where I can just grab all the things I want. So I know when I have something in like copied, okay, it's at least stored somewhere, and when I have time, I capture it, and if not, I still have my ways, which I'm not going too deep into it, but I still have my ways how I can find that particular link or thing. And if I didn't capture it at the end, it
wasn't important, maybe to begin with. Yep. Yeah. Sometimes we think that we need to capture everything, and we create a lot of tasks, and they just accumulate and you never complete them, right? So where are they important in the first place? Yeah. So all right, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. No, all good. I would also speed up a bit. Here, this is a way. I don't know how to describe it. I would just show. Oh, my bad. Can you still see my screen?
Yep.
I think it should be fine for now.
Where are you from, Kashmir? Like, what's your main language? Like, what's your?
I'm from Germany. I'm German. Like originally, I'm from Palestine. But we came to Germany like 20 years ago.
Were you born in Germany or you were born in Palestine?
I was born in Saudi Arabia.
Where?
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay. And at what age did you go to Germany?
At the age of 5.
So you speak German like your native language then?
Yeah. It's basically my native language, and then second comes English, and then third it's Arabic.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's continue very quick. Let's say you want to create like a node where you want to figure out all the nodes which also have certain file text, which would be in this example quote. Then you can add the denote files as headings, and then you can run denote dblock update, and then you can also filter like display live into this buffer, basically a little bit like we have it here in the denote menu. And then, for example, let's say this would be a fleet buffer, and then you can display here all your fleets. Then you can like take a look at it and then decide if you want to throw it out or not. That's also like one of the various ways Prot introduces to us how to deal with let's say fleet nodes. Yeah. Then there's also like something like Denote agenda, Denote journal, but I would say personally let's skip over that
Okay.
and just
Babel.
personally move on.
Babel, that is something that Sasha told me yesterday, that you should ask Prad about Babel, and I'm like, I don't understand what that is. So can you give us an overview on what that word means?
Have you
Run
ever
me
worked
daily.
with what was it
Curious about Hister, though.
Hister. What is Hister?
called? Hister?
Oh,
That's basically a new project which I discovered thanks to Josh, and here I can, let's say, search for linkarzu, and I have to be a little bit careful, but then I can not only my history, like my browser history, I can also filter out like certain types. For example, I contributed to his mode support, and now we can view like my personal wiki. It's indexed into this project, and we can view it now in the browser. Sure, we can do it also in Emacs, I know, but it's also a nice way to interact with your nodes when you have to, or when you want to find something. Yeah, I personally think it's a really nice way to interact with org files. Yeah, that's it. It's
okay.
a topic for its own. Yeah.
Yep. Because I didn't understand it, but I'm gonna pretend that I did, so we can move on to Babel.
Yeah,
What is-
sure.
what is Babel?
So basically, org bubble is there was this Python, let's say Python interactive plots. I don't know what they were called, but like you have this code block which you can where you can type something and then you get the output out of it. I think you have something similar in R, and yeah, that's basically org bubble. That's a way to where you can not only specify like code blocks inside org mode, but you can also execute them.
Oh,
For
okay.
example, when I type when I type here now cc, okay, 1 second, results raw, I think, return. Okay, that's not working right now. Never mind. But
Yeah, when you're doing a demo, you
yeah.
get nervous, and stuff that is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
simple, you get stuck. It happens to me all the time. But okay, so you can execute the code that is inside a code block. Now, what is our real use case for it? Like, okay, look, I can execute code in my files, but okay, nice and all, but what does that give me? Like, what is the use case for that?
It's sometimes
Or is it just a
nice
brag?
when
Just to brag about it?
nah. Like for me personally, I can show it later in a like real world example. But sometimes when I work on certain projects, I am really just taking notes and observing my issues which I'm doing, and to also have a way to execute code and to interact with it and to get the results is really nice. For example, I don't know, I want to see if your website is online or if you blocked my IP address, then I can just add this Python block here, and then I get the result. For example, when I go in my org file, it's in German, but I wrote my whole bachelor thesis inside org mode, and let's see, for source, yeah, you can see it here. I showed I showed the code examples which I was referencing with ArcBubble, and it was a really nice and convenient way to not only have an environment where you can type out things. Now you can also specify those things. You have native code block support. Or syntax highlighting, and you can even get the results here and like go on this result and say, okay, as we can see, we have now this result, which and this result is problematic, etc. pp. And that was for me a very nice way to discover ArcBubble and how I would personally like integrate it. Sure, if you're not into this science stuff, you can still, for example, this is a project which I was working on last year, as you can see here, and it's just a very big org buffer where I, for example, here included a tutorial for my colleague how to use Ginger templates inside our project. Or what have I also done? I did here some debug things with curl, and then I was able to run them.
Right in there, like you can run those curl commands and you get the output there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can, I think you can compare it with the Jupyter Notebook for
The
Python.
notebook, that was
And
that
that's
was
what you're looking for.
In Jupyter Notebooks, you usually tend to graph, right? Like let's
Yes,
say it's a math Jupyter Notebook.
So for instance, you can basically run, plot something, and I think somebody showed it in Emacs where they basically type in their who was it? Oh, the professor. The professor was showing, if you remember, he was showing how he tracks his workout and his progress. And he had a graph that he was showing at the bottom. That graph was generated probably the same way. So he takes his results out of his entries, and at the bottom it always tells him an accurate graph based on his updated entries. But another way to think about it is that something like this can be, let's say, a tutorial for something that can be done with scripting, right? And as you're going through it, you can run the results and you can understand what a certain portion of the script would do. So an example would be, we can take your scripts, your configuration scripts, and put them in something like that. And with a note, you can actually explain with your own text and words what your scripts actually do.
If you're learning Rust, for example, from scratch, this could be really useful, right? Because you leave your notes there and your code blocks, and you execute them and see what's going on and all that stuff. Like,
yep. Another example is you were talking about when you used to work in that department. What was it called? The Knox, right? Right. And imagine taking your logs live from a note, and as you're crafting your notes, you're literally running the commands that you're running to test a certain, let's say, a certain network infrastructure or a certain status of something, and gather intel as you're making the notes. You can actually run those. You can run those and get the results live in your notes. Hey, this is the command I ran, and show it in your notes, and this is the result I got in your notes directly right there.
That is crazy.
So
I have here my a way where I can track my latest caddy visitors, because I had a crawler and I wanted to know what his IP was to block him, and this script would now run. And at the end, I basically then okay, good. I would then have here the result. Let's see. Yeah, basically that was the result back then. yeah, and as you can see, I said it here. Okay, I want to use Python. I want to connect to my machine, and the results shall be tables, and then this little script run, and then I got this this output here basically. And I think it was really exciting to have a real world example, not only to write something down or to explain something to somebody. Like I created this little script which also had a use case, at least for me, for myself, and I find that really cool. And yeah, as you can also see here, like we had here the IPs, and basically this was the IP range which I was I was searching, and then I was just blocking them, and I was good to go. Yeah, that's basically it's just a Jupyter Notebook, but maybe in a little bit Emacs fancy way. Yeah.
Oh, that is amazing. And in what file do you do that? In an org file, right? Because it's org Babel or Babel. How do you say it?
Basically, yeah, it's also inside an org file, but you also have the possibility to extract those snippets, which I can do here, and then you can see at the bottom through tangled 3 code blocks from readme.org, and then when we go into the main.py, you can already see here. All right. This is basically the output which I was specifying in my README.
Now, let's say that you calculate something in a file, you get that in a variable. Can you use that variable somewhere else in your file, like a dynamic variable, so your file is not static but dynamic, and it changes? Like you can?
Yeah. It's possible. It's possible. Org Bubble itself is very, very complex. I don't know how, like right now, how to how to utilize it, but it's possible. And that's the one of the many reasons why everybody should at least take a look or give it a chance if you are already using Emacs. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Okay, that gives me a good idea. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Then I would talk about org export. It's basically, as we already know, you can export org files to various other file types. One of my personal favorite file type would be always HTML. I mean, we know it already. Like it's also possible in Markdown, but I think it's funny because one thing at first, we have here a little bit org mode like structured file, but it's also possible to integrate like CSS files.
What is up with Emacs users and white screens? Like, why do you guys love it?
I don't know. I like, as you can see here, I'm not using widescreen, but it's basically the I don't know, the default. You can also specify all these values. Of course, you can specify them. You are in Emacs. But for example, if we go here, I think org CSS. I have here these org themes, and you can basically specify then a setup file with the .theme extension, and then the CSS gets automatically appended to that, and the whole org mode file is then basically a well-formatted HTML file, which you can then just publish, for example. It's also very powerful. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I would also talk about some resources, maybe as a little come down how to let's say achieve a good Emacs knowledge. These three resources are my personal primary resources, which I check out every now and then. Of course, Emacs China. I know it's in Chinese, but of course you can just use a translator. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Then you have Reddit r/Emacs. That's also a very nice way to get the latest and greatest Emacs news. And then you have here planet.emacslive.com, which is the blog managed by Sasha Chua, and that's also a very nice way to
Of course, it
get,
had to be white,
yeah.
right? Is it white supremacy? Is that what Emacs is trying to tell us, right?
maybe yeah like these three links are very nice to just
And why Emacs
hop in.
China? Like,
Mhm.
why do you reference Emacs China if it's in Chinese? Like, is it that good or?
They have some pretty crazy stuff. For example, there's this what was it called, EAF framework. Was way back before AI was introduced, and wait, yeah, the Emacs application framework. And as far as I know, the creator of this project is Chinese, and bro, I just like this approach that maybe for us Western it's bloat, but for example, he just integrated a web browser in it, like which is written in Python. Then you have here a PDF viewer, which was as far as I know written in JavaScript. Like he created this framework where you can extend Emacs in such a way that you don't have to rely only, for example, as we have in Neovim with Lua, or in Emacs, of course, in Emacs Lisp, you can. He basically built a bridge to as you can see here, the main language here is Vue.js. He has here a music player in Python, and I just find the
Okay.
idea. I love the approach.
Now, how amazing is that you just shared this rare find that you discovered, right? And you just got an opportunity to share it. And I'm sure, I mean, I can tell you that I probably was looking for something like that, for something that gives me the power to never leave Emacs, or just literally stay in one screen and just go through things. And I know, yes, you can do it in many other ways with window managers and all that, but it's just not the same. Trust me.
I mean, the Emacs itself with Emacs application framework is a little bit clunky. Joshua states that it's a bit bloat though, but it's like, for me, when I see such projects, such ambitious projects, I don't value the project itself. I value the approach of it.
Yeah,
And that
creativity,
was for
right?
me. Yeah. That somebody sat there and said, okay, we have here the world's one of the oldest editors humankind can ever like use right now. Why not extend it with a very cool system monitor? Yeah, as you can see here, and not only that, I want to integrate it with Vue.js and Python. I think it's funny. I think it's a very nice inspiration just to take to exercise how they have structured the project, and maybe take some inspiration for your own self.
Okay.
That's why I love to refer Emacs China, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Now there is one. Let me show you something real quick. There is one. Yesterday when I was creating this blog post article for Prot in a live stream, Sasha was there, and she recommended this for macOS users, man. And I was like, I don't know if you've seen this, Rumen, but if you're a macOS user, you're probably find this useful, because it's a blog post, but in this specific article, it seems that he compiled, it's like the latest compilation, like, okay, Emacs Plus, how to install it, and icons. He has a lot of stuff here, macOS related only. I don't know if you knew about this, Kashmir, Zenodium.
Yeah, I know him. He's also a creator of it's called Agent Shell. It's basically a very nice way to integrate large language models inside Emacs. I can also show it later because I'm using it the last few days, and it's very nice to interact with yeah, as he's I think later showing maybe I can also show it, as I said.
Okay.
He's a very creative person. He's a very creative person and is contributing right now very much to the Emacs workflow. Yeah.
All right, let's switch back to your screen.
Sure. Then let's go over to some little nice to haves which I use almost every day. One of the packages is called Woman. I know it sounds weird, but it's basically man pages inside Emacs. Sure, you can just run it in the terminal, but I like it here very much that you can just type here, woman, and then the man page you want to take a look at, and just enjoy it. Also, I think sometimes they are also cross-linked, not always, but it's also a very nice way to let's say stay inside Emacs. When I don't want to read the man pages because I don't have time, I just write here TLDR, and then it's basically it's just shows you the most important
Hold on. We have the professor, the hypocrite professor, in chat right now. I suspect at some point I'll have to defend Orkrom's honor. Yeah, like Kashmir said, Orkrom is crap. Let's switch all to Denote, so that's the train that we're in, Professor. Goodbye. We'll see you in Denote.
I'm just defending King Prot. I'm just defending the King Prot.
Yeah.
While secretly serving Joshua Blaze.
Yeah. Fan servicing. Yeah.
Yes.
No, at the end it doesn't matter what you use, as long you are having fun, and as I always say, get things done. It's fine. If it's Denote, if it's Orkrom, if it's plain org mode, or just .txt.
Yeah. Even in Notepad++, right?
Man, Notepad++ is, I think, as far as I know, the most successful Notepad editor on Windows, and I'm pretty sure people wrote great programs or applications inside Notepad++. Yeah.
All right.
So
yeah, why don't you show us around what? Okay, TLDR, you showed us. Okay, good.
No.
Async shell command. What is that?
Yeah, I can just let's say I want to kill my bar over at the top, i3 bar. I think it's called i3 bar river. Okay, now you can see it just run in the background, and I can now just type it here again, and I mean it's something. It seems like, okay, he's just running commands inside in the background, but I have to do it very often, and it's very nice and convenient to just do it. Otherwise, I usually type no hub i3, but yeah, as you can see here, I already typed it before. Maybe there's a better way, and when I usually do that, it always leaves here this little file, and I don't like it. That's personally why I have this async shell command. I discovered that once from System Crafters, and since then I have it always in almost every in every Emacs configuration I ever had. Yeah, that's I just wanted to share, like, also these small little things, which
Okay.
could be also a little bit inspiring for people.
Okay.
Cashmere, the professor is
Yeah.
asking if you use bookmarks, because that would be something that linkarzu may favor. He may like it since he uses bookmarks.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that, but I use bookmarks. I like, let's say I want to bookmark this file. I type space BS, and then I can specify here the name. I will leave it as readme, maybe interview readme to differentiate it better. And then I type space BB, and then I can query here through all my bookmarks. I like to have very few. So, for example, if I have to change something in my window manager, then I go to that file. Or what I have to change quite often. For example, I have here my Emacs configuration. I just go into my config.org, I do my stuff, and then I'm away. Yeah, that's also something which I use quite often. And when I just want to delete that bookmark, I type space BD, and then I say, okay, I don't want this interview readme bookmark anymore, and then
So it's pretty
just
much
away.
like a shortcut to a file.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you use quite a bit of space. Was that from Meow, or are you using something different?
I use evil mode, as you can see here at the
Evil,
bottom.
the devil.
Yeah, I use him. I love him. As DistroTube once stated, why not have both, like the
Best of both
feature
worlds.
best of both worlds, and I like that philosophy. That's why I'm primarily.
Yeah, but that contradicts
evil.
what, for instance, Joshua would say, or what Prat say is,
I think it's fine. As long they are happy and I'm happy, that's what's most important.
Okay, so Professor says there it can bookmark Windows setups, web pages, and many others. Like Healy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can like, for example, let's say we go to your website, and I can, like, I would also add here a bookmark, then I close it, and then I would have then here your website, as like, of course you can bookmark so many things. People also used to when they restart Emacs, they not only restart the server, they also restart all the previous buffers which they had in the like Tmax sessions, basically.
Yep.
Inside Emacs.
I never understood that. What is the name of the plugin in Tmax? Tmax Resurrect.
Tmax
Resurrect.
Or Sessionizer?
No, Resurrect. That you wanna restore all your sessions, and I'm like, I usually restart Kitty, and I want to start fresh. Like, forget about everything and just start fresh. Well, at least for me, that's not too useful.
Well, see, I could argue here, because for my workflow, I have found that it actually links up better with me, and I would like to actually figure out how to implement that into Emacs, because I do like to start at a previous point. It's okay sometimes to start fresh. Let's say new directory, new repository. You want to start with brand new files. Start fresh. That's fine. But I also want to have sort of like a landmark of where I was, or bookmark of where I was at some point in the past.
Yeah. But I use Neovim for that. Like, I just close Kitty, reopen Kitty, no sessions, jump to my .files, open Neovim, and restore the session inside Neovim, so it opens the files that I had open before. But it depends on the workflow, I would assume, right?
But what about let's say, I'll give an example where really works great for me and for my workflow and my day-to-day type of things. I often troubleshoot servers. I often configure servers. I often implement new features. I test things, right? When I've saved a session, an entire session from the terminal, I have everything that has happened until then, and I can just jump in and continue my development or my troubleshooting session or my configuration session of another server. That works for me. Again, I'm not a software engineer by trade. I just develop things. I make things run. I fix things, and Emacs Sesh allows me to do that. I can jump into a project that I had open a week ago where I was troubleshooting, let's say, a plugin for Home Assistant, right? And I can jump back on that and fix it because, let's say, I was at the client's house last week. I'm not there today, but tomorrow I might go there and I might want to jump into that session. And so I'll keep it open and I can resume back from that session. So it's really useful for me, at least for my workflow.
Yeah, it depends on the workflow. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, otherwise the plugin wouldn't exist, right?
Yep, exactly.
I used to run very, very long, just like not this service approach. I was just running Emacs -NW and I would good to go, but I wanted to experiment a little bit with that. I tried for some weeks this approach where like I restore buffer states and frames, etc. That wasn't quite for me, but one thing which comes, as far as I know, like this approach was also something which I had seen previously inside
Professor
Doom
has
Emacs and
157 buffers open right now. Like, why? Why so many? Joshua has 72. Like, why?
But
continue.
It gets very quickly inside Emacs, as you can see, because the Unix approach, not everything is a file, like everything is also a buffer. As you can see, this Python file. Then I have here 3 org files. I have here some git buffers open. Then of course here this man page. I have here then two other shells. I don't personally count them. But it can get very like you can open many buffers very quickly inside Emacs. I personally don't have the need to restore them, but I still like is this at the bottom this workspace approach where I can say, okay, I want to open a new project for the people who want to laugh, they can laugh now. I will type now space pp. Yeah, and then I can let's
Bro
say
is sending the signal out there. Yeah, continue. No, just
all right. And then I can say, okay, I wanna now go into this project, and then I am automatically in this workspace showcase, which is called as my project. I can also rename it to showcase. I don't know, showcase preview. And when I open all the buffers, it's also focused on that workspace. When I need to open something globally, I just go into the master workspace, and then I can filter and kill buffers and I don't know, manage them here. Otherwise, most of the time I just stay in that workspace specific projects or tabs to keep focused.
Now,
and I think this is something where I can work really good with that.
What are those tabs at the bottom? Are those Emacs instances or
workspaces? No, just workspaces.
Which workspaces?
Basically a collection of
Emacs workspaces,
like a collection of buffers.
Okay.
I would say.
Is it like sessions, like Emacs sessions?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, but that is
never used
in
Emacs,
not in Kitty, right?
But I still sometimes, when I have to open, sometimes I just want to type kitten SSH root at my server, and then I'm here, and I love Kitten SSH. Sure, I can also run it inside of Emacs, but I don't know. It always depends on the use case. Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah.
so you keep workspaces, which is pretty much like tmux sessions, which is like Kitty sessions, which allow you to have separate environments, and each environment has its own set of buffers open, so they're not mixed all one in like you know, you have 120 buffers open, but you have them segregated or
Project.
Yeah, okay, per project. Okay. So just to keep things organized, I think. Yeah, that's the way that I work with sessions, you know. That's the way that I got used to working. Can you switch between the sessions easily? Like,
sure.
And can you hide them? Can you hide them, or
they get hide automatically?
Okay. How do you switch between them?
I have local, like I have comma as a second leader.
No boogers.
And then I type.
No boogers belong to the demons. This Fraser. What is Fraser? I think my boy is like on drugs. No boogers belong to the demons.
No buffers will.
No, brother. That is gonna be like the thumbnail for the live stream. No boogers.
Cashmere, Joshua is asking you to list your buffers.
Buffers.
Yeah. How many buffers you got?
This one. I didn't even knew about this command. Lol. Can we see somewhere how many they? We can count the lines. Okay, 30 buffers. I would say, if that counts.
No, it's a weak sauce game. Compared to the professor, you're like barely even scratching the surface of Emacs.
I tend also to configure and restart very often my Emacs server. In that approach, I'm a newbie. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I have to specify that the professor has been using Emacs for
50 years.
He's
90
for longer than I have been alive.
Yep.
So he started using it before I was even born. So.
Okay. How do you switch between workspaces, Kashmir?
I just basically can type space, tab, and then the number specified here. But I also have another keybind, which is comma and then 1, comma 2, comma 3. And when I have to display them, I can just type space, tab, and I can see them here. Yeah.
Okay.
And I can also type go T cycle through them, and go big like capital T, then I cycle them backwards, and that's what I'm using for, I don't know, some weeks, and I really like that way to work, to integrate it.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. What do we have next? Compile is also just a nice way to interact with Emacs. I would skip it personally. You can read the wiki about the command. Maybe some utilities. I hope I won't leak anything, but I do have here mu4e, where I can read my my emails. Let me just, for example, search for an email maybe which I can showcase. 1 second. 1 second. Let's see.
My boy's feeling the pressure. You know. Now you know what I feel when I'm doing live streams, right? You think it's just putting my pretty face here on screen and just no.
You have to be really careful with that. Yeah. For example, I don't know. I logged myself into Tidal, and I had to type this two-factor authentication code, and it's just nice when I'm inside Emacs. I can just type comma, like my locally, then M, and then I'm here. I can copy it like to my buffer, and then I don't know, paste it here, and then I'm done with that. That's a very cool way to interact with.
So MU4E is like the email client then.
It's the email client, yeah, where you can send, as far as I know, and receive emails. It's on top of Emacs. You can also there's also a built-in email client. I don't know. I'm just using MU4E because that's what was delivered by Doom Emacs, and I took it over to my personal configuration. It's working over 1.5 years, and why should I change it?
Okay.
There's also DocView PDF Noter. For that, I have to open GUI Emacs.
Hold on. Your camera is going up and up and up. Then we're just gonna see your chest there on the.
I'm sorry.
And if he continues, maybe further down.
Yeah. Well, then we're just gonna look at his zipper, and we're gonna be like, brother, like, this is starting to get uncomfortable, you know.
All right. Okay. For example, we can I don't know, export this this buffer here to an PDF. Let's see where we have org to PDF, org pandoc to I don't know. Let's this one. Okay, for example, this didn't work out. Let's give it another try. Where I do have a PDF then. 1 second. Usually it PDF file. Yeah. Then, for example, I exported my org file to a PDF for various reasons, I don't know, and then I open the PDF. That's possible, and then I can basically then read the PDF file, and it's cool. There are also external extra packages where you can take notes of like you can say, okay, I want to mark this word, and I want to take notes with that because I don't know, it's somehow important. It's called org-noter. That's a package which I used to use in my bachelor thesis. Is there a preview? No, of course not. Yeah, but as I said, you can basically view a PDF. You can take notes into the PDF, and it's a very handy way to stay also inside Emacs, which I really often use.
Okay.
There's also Ghostel. This is a new terminal which works really good with terminal UIs. Sometimes I don't know, for example, I have this SSH Git. This is my private Git repo, and it's basically a TUI, and it's really nice to also stay in Emacs and not only being able to view my repos, but view them in a very consistent way. And the developer of this package, it's basically terminal Emacs, but with some fresher, with some fresh integrations. It's based on Ghosty itself, on the library, and it's something which I don't want to miss anymore.
Okay. Now
there's
Ghostel.
also
Ghostel. So you use Kitty? No, you use Emacs inside Kitty. So why would you use Ghostel? Is Ghostel something that people that run the Emacs GUI use?
Yes, usually you still have your popular packages when it comes to terminal, such as vterm. I think it's the most popular one, where you get a feature-rich terminal emulator inside of Emacs, but Ghostal has the advantage of it's based on Ghosty itself, which like I think we have all experienced Ghosty, how fast and feature rich it is, and that like building a terminal emulator on top of that for Emacs, doesn't matter if it's inside the terminal, as we can see here, it's still Ghostal. Or inside Emacs, like inside the Emacs GUI, it's something which a lot of people value. Also, when you are inside terminal, inside GUI Emacs, you can even display images. Let me, like this was something. Which wasn't possible before. Let's go here again to my wallpapers. Okay, of course now it doesn't work out, but normally you can also have preview images inside GUI Emacs with this package, and it's fast. It's almost a straight up replacement for, I don't know, vterm and the other terminal packages, and that's why I integrate it in my workflow. Yeah,
Bro
besides running inside Kitty. Yeah,
Bro uses Ghostal inside Emacs, inside Kitty. Yeah, and I think he's running all of that in Western. Like, bro loves terminals.
Like there is this very funny very funny picture which I want. This is from the original Ghostal creator. He made that. Yeah, it was this one, and he was running, I don't know, Kitty. No, it was Emacs inside terminal Ghostal inside, and then he used my Kitty graphics protocol to to display the images inside terminal Emacs. You can see it's a clusterfuck, and
and in Tmux, run it in Tmux, right? That's like, oh man,
it's insane. Yeah, I mean you can read it here. I can't even like believe it myself that it's possible, but people seem to do that, and I think it's just funny when you take a look that Emacs inside terminal Emacs inside a browser inside the image protocol. Like this is such an inception. It's funny, and that's what I love when working with Emacs and the open source in general. Yeah. What do we have next? Olivetti is just to center my buffer. I don't know. It's one of the first packages which I ever used inside Emacs. It's nothing special.
To keep it centered. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't press. Let me remember the command. Hold on. Control L, right?
Control O. I use Control O. Which one? It's a custom.
Oh no, but the default. I was following the Emacs tutorial. Which one is it? Control L, so that it centers. Is that what this one is doing?
No, it's a separate package. It's a separate package. I don't know the original command, the built-in command.
Brother, it's like in page 1 on the Emacs tutorial.
Never read it.
Professor, school this. Like, give him some spanks, because this kid is not following the tutorial the way he should. So this Olivetti then keeps. Okay, so that's why we see your cursor always in the middle, right?
No, that's a centered cursor. And that's a
so
separate
what is Olivetti then? What is Olivetti?
It's to center the buffer itself. When we go like this, like look, the buffer is itself centered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Like what to be Zen mode? It's something like Zen mode.
Yeah, I never used it. Okay.
Mode.
Okay. Got it.
I like it to have my buffer centered, and what I often use. What I also like to use is a golden ratio. Like when I have two buffers, I often don't like that that the one buffer is too small or so, and when I like switch my buffers, it automatically like adjusts them. just a little bit, but this just a little bit is usually the one which I love it.
Yeah, the one that you're
yeah,
reading, you want it to be a little bit bigger, right? Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
Mhm.
Not like exactly like 15. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What do we have next? Lfeed. It's just an RSS. Not just. It's an RSS feeder for Emacs, and it's great. I don't know
Now,
what do.
What do
Yeah.
people use RSS for? Is it just to say, I use RSS and I look cool? Or do people actually use them? Let's be honest here, chat. Do you use RSS or it's just because you want to look cool?
I personally like RSS because you can collect your feeds, which you really want to follow, and you get the latest news. Not like I don't know, with YouTube, where let's say I subscribe to you link, but the YouTube algorithm thinks prot is more interesting than you, and I don't spend my money to you. I spend it to prot, just because of the algorithm and not because I truly valued your content. That's something which is just sad, and you don't have that with RSS. It's I think one of the oldest protocols which people used to use to share content. Even YouTube has an RSS feed. I could now go to YouTube and then to your YouTube channel, and then extract the RSS feed, and then I would have here your latest YouTube videos would go into my RSS feed, and it's just nice to read. And once you're done, you just close it and you're good to go. And if you like that, of course, you can save that, bookmark it, and I don't know, go back to it again. It's just a very nice way to share and consume media in a very mindful way.
Okay, let's see what chat says. There's a question there by Fraser. Let's see what chat responds. Let's see how loyal they are. Okay. Okay. Now what else? What else do we have? Lfeed. Oh, Lfeed is what we're looking at right now, correct?
Yeah.
What is
That's
RSS?
Lfeed.
Exactly. What is RSS? It's like when they talk about the IRC. Join me on IRC, brother. Like that 1960s chat. Ugly ass looking chat. Just kidding, Josh. Okay, so what do we have next? Flash.el. Is that like Flash.nvim to jump?
Yes.
Yeah. It was before we had something called Ivy. It was similar to Flash, but it was very limited, and somebody created Flash, and now we have almost feature parity version of Flash NVim inside Emacs, and I love it. It's my favorite way to interact with like through my buffers. Yeah, as you can see, I can just mark things and hop over hop over my buffers and do my stuff.
So okay, so we could say that it's an idea that comes from Neovim, from Flash.nvim. Well, we don't know if the original idea started from Emacs, went to Neovim. Neovim, as always, perfecting ideas, make it perfect, and then back to Emacs. Who knows, right?
As long both editors profit out of the curiosity from the community,
the users,
I'm happy with that. All right, what do we have next? I think we are almost done with that. Yeah, I wanted them to talk about my config, and I want to share it. I will also share it later. I will send you the link. I have to sort things out. And last but not least, I wanted to share with you the Kickstarters, which I personally think they are really useful. They are created by this man. This Emacs Kickstarter, as you can see, config for Neovim. It was my my Kickstart, and when you go to my here, I still have it here because, like, why not referencing him? It's my base configuration, and man, if I like when we take a look, I'm already at 4,000 lines, and I removed many packages. So it's a really nice starter pack if you want to dive in a bit more into Emacs, but still keep that space age approach, still keep things very similar to Doom Emacs. I'm still using it for now almost over 1.5 years. I don't know how long, but it's really nice. And
But that is if you run it
yeah.
in the terminal. Is that right? Is that Kickstarter?
No, you can still for example, when I open here a new Emacs instance window, it's still working. Like this window, what you can see is still GUI Emacs, and it's working perfectly with GUI Emacs as terminal Emacs. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I liked about this Kickstart, because it gives you many features which you would get with Doom Emacs itself, but you don't have this like bloat. I don't want to call it bloat, but like this variety of packages and settings. It's very stripped down to, okay, here is your configuration. You can do with it what you want, and it still stays out of your way. Nice. It still stays out of your way, so that you can dive into Emacs and like explore it and learn a lot of new stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you want to go the prod approach, there is a little bit hardcore version of that Emacs Kickstart. It's basically the same approach, but everything what you see here, it's as far as I know, it's built in packages, so no external packages. It's really funny. I even installed it for this session, and you will see now how I will struggle with it. There is a built-in VI mode, not Vim mode, VI mode called Viper. For example, if I type B is undefined. I didn't knew it until some hours ago. You can't go with B back in Vi. Yeah, and you don't have here all these niceties which I had. You like out of the box. It's very stripped down, and you have also to now work with this Control X, Control F. I don't know. I have home mods, so I don't want to say I don't care, but it's a help for me. But I already stated here, it's like somewhat of an end-level beginner configuration, but you can dive really deep into this prod approach, and it's still very a good base to start off when you want to go into this. Okay, I wanna read the whole wiki for the Emacs wiki for the next 5 years, and this would be a good approach to start off. Yeah.
Okay, man, amazing demo. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
It's very informative. Plus, you gather a huge crowd. I mean, we had everybody pretty much here.
Starting
in the
to
chat.
getting popular, bro. Like, you should start your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I always thought about it, and I tried to make some videos, but I don't know, it never took off. Maybe this is the first time where
Well,
make more
Linkarzu has been
videos.
talking about YouTube Academy for some time now. I'm secretly waiting so I can give him more money.
Man, Emacs got in the way, brother. Like, you know,
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Emacs got in the freaking way.
Sure. A month ago, Emacs was just an idea for a YouTube video sometime in the future. Well, good thing I started.
Man, that's something that happens.
No,
with
I
me a
gotta
lot.
take it back. Good thing you had the interview with Joshua, because it was a very good interview, and Joshua showed some really awesome inspirational things.
Yeah, salad tossing there. That is yeah. No, but pretty good guests we have had. Even the professor, man, pretty fast. You know, pretty fast the way he navigates
Very
around.
kind, very inclusive. That's what I really liked about him. That he said, "Man, if you wanna start with Emacs and you just wanna start with evil mode,
Evil mode, Doom.
yeah,
Yep. Do it.
do it." That's how I started with the Emacs also, man. Doom Emacs gave me, like, we Emacs users tend to shit talk a lot of Doom Emacs, but we often forget that this was our or SpaceMax, for example. That's another distribution. This was our first steps into getting inside Emacs and its ecosystem. And like, we have to chill down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that is true. That happens a lot. No one is gonna agree on everything. It happens in Neovim, happens here. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone thinks their way is the best way, but you know, you just have to find a way. It takes time, I think.
that. Just make your stuff, publish it with people, and try to be open-minded.
And alternatively, you can join Linkarzu's subscription and come hang out with us every week or you know, every 2 weeks,
Depending
or
on
every
the buck.
4 weeks. Yeah, depending on how much money you want to drop in, and share us the way, give us your way, you know, and maybe we'll follow. We'll see.
Yeah, amazing, guys. So, any final thoughts before we drop it? We've been here for 2 hours and like 14 minutes or something.
No, I just want to thank everybody for joining us in the chat, and for Cashmere for presenting us this awesome demo. Thanks so much for being prepared. We're usually not that prepared.
Yeah, we just, you know,
Wing it.
Yep.
We just hang out.
Yep.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, go ahead, Kashmir.
You can show off the people my personal project. I send it. Yeah, that's my project where you can now display images and videos, and even you can finally have a web browser. And
send it to me in Discord, and I'm gonna send it as a message in chat, because I think it's not gonna let you send links.
You can, yeah. I already did that, I think.
Oh, but today, right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me share it. Look at this magic trick. One message, and I'm gonna send it everywhere. That is magic, brother.
Way too professional for link.
Okay. I think we can see it. I think they got it there.
If people want some eye candy inside Terminal Emacs with Kitty, with the text sizing protocol, like, you can finally have it, and it's just a fun way to contribute something back to Emacs, and I'm very proud of this project. I know it's live coded, blah blah blah. Thank you very much.
No, but, it's I mean, hey, however you got there, it's important that you wanted to get there, and that's even vibe coding is part of the journey too, you know. Hey, I didn't know a lot before. I now use it wherever I find it useful.
Yeah.
As long as we can get the community a little bit
listen, I have been in the industry of pleasing people for a living, in a professional way, of course. Linkarzu, please, no comments here. For the last 12 years, Yeah, well, just because I work with custom homes, smart homes, and things like that, and usually people that don't know what they want, but they have plenty of money to ask for and pay for things, and I've realized that you cannot please everybody.
Yep.
Yep. So there's always going to be a left side and right side. There's always going to be Emacs users and Vim users, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
also-
come and hover over his shoulder and tell you, why are you using Evo mode in Emacs?
Yeah, that's my point.
Prat's not
And
going to come and show and do that.
I know,
Right.
I know.
Now,
Yeah,
linkarzu
but
may come and tell you, well, you should be using org Rome versus Denote.
No.
or Markdown files.
Markdown files. Yeah.
Why aren't you using my config, my complex config? Because I built
Nobody-
it over the last
That
4
nobody
years.
understands. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. But okay. Final thought
Great talk.
then. Amazing talk. Thank you, Cashmere. Thanks, Rumen.
Yep.
Thanks, Professor Joshua Blaze. Sasha was in the call as well. All of the people commenting chat. So final thought then, Kashmir. You have the final saying. Who is the Lord? COVID or Prat?
I cannot decide because,
Brother.
as you can see, they are both really tied into my life.
Into your heart.
If I really had to decide, but only 1%, it would be Prod. I'm sorry, but it
No.
would be Prod.
Prat.
You should have said Joshua here, but that's okay.
Brother, extra points. Extra points with Joshua. You had the chance.
Yes,
Yeah,
this was the right one.
Yeah.
Right there. Especially when in doubt.
All right, guys. Thanks. I'll
right.
see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, chat.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.